Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
What is up? Don't know if you could tell by my voice, but I am a little sick today, so keep that in mind when come to streams. Might not be as hyped for LCQ and Heat Race, but when it comes to the main events, I should be all good to go. Yeah. Let me swap over to the screen. And then go into this. Actually, just keep playing the music. I should just turn it down. There we go. But yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of sniffles and all that good shit. So hell yeah. Got my yeah. For some reason can't hear out of my left ear. Or it's very faint out of my left ear, so to keep that there. But we're gonna cut over to qualifying while I'm loading into the lobbies. We got, Heat 1 back to 250 West. There's a chance for Kenz to clinch it, but it looks like he's not here once again. So, chance for Murda to take over the points lead. Hold on. Sorry about that. I had to answer a phone call real quick. But yeah, we got your qualifying results for the 250s. It is Bob Billy, number 1, Valentine, Murda, Humbo, Nix, Twinkle, Dayquil, Frederick, Fredla, and Mantis, top 10 of Heat 1. Heat 2, we go down, we got Aaron, Woodland, Nico, Carl Weezer, Zach, Riley, RW, Herfy, Lagan, Waffle Slayer. That is for your 250s. Go over to 450s. It was Jake, Reed, TJ, Dorian Merritt, Miles, Cam, who's on the 2-stroke. He's only, I think, 5 points away from clinching his title. So, there's that. And then Fish, Dizzle, Vendrami, Cleoxy, Linz, 21st is what it looks like he qualified. Let me go down to this boy, J7, Callum, Trojan, Aiden, Davy, Panda, Pickle, Pumbaa, Neon, Seba, Yachty, Laura Cole, and so on and so forth. So that is your qualifying. And now we're going to go back to this. Points, like I said, obviously Cam Something to follow. Cam, obviously, about to wrap up his title. Like I said, he's about 4 points shy of it. Well, he's at 46. He's going across here. Yeah, 46 up. So unless Jake scores 22 points over Cam, then he gets it. So basically, Cam has to get 18th or better, which is why he's riding the 2-stroke. Get everything situated. I feel like I said, a little sick, so try to push through it, but we'll see. I'm streaming 250 Heat 1. Since it's got Murda in there, and it looks like he has a chance to take the points lead if he could get the win. Obviously, with Kenz not showing up again. Heat 1. 250 Heat number uno. Right. Ooh. I said 250 Heat 1. There we go. All right. We're getting ready to start this thing for 250 Heat number 1 back on the West Coast here in Denver. He gets a good jump here. We got Nix, Bob, Billy, Valentine, Murda, Rico, Dayquil, Humbo, Frederick, Sophie, Kyle, Mukai, Gurn, Amos, Steezy, Jenkins, Pibble, Jace, Twinkle, and Fredia. But revs are up here. Waiting. Gate is down in the first 250 heat race. Back on the west coast here. Murda gets a good jump from the inside, but it looks like he gets squeezed and pushed out by Selfie. And Bob Billy is going to get the early race lead here with Valentine in pursuit. But he takes the lead early from him. So Valentine into the lead, going through the section into the sand they come. Bob Billy and Tweakle in tow here. So through they go. To the second set of whoops. Valentine getting squirrely. Everyone getting a little squirrely. Looks like Twinkle off the side of the track. Going to get passed by a bunch of riders. Maybe make a few of them back. Got Mukai going to step over. Going to go double. And double the rest of the way through. Through they go. On to the switchback section. Looks like Nix pushes Jenkins out. But it looks like Valentine going for the triple. Could not get it cleanly. Bob Billy's going to jump on by him. Into the lead he goes. With Nix and Valentine in pursuit. Then we got Jenkins. Twinkle. Oh, going down in front of him in the whoops. That's a bad spot for the rest of them. Not going to have a good drive through the whoop section here. But through they go into the sand section. Got Frederick here. See Pibble. Jace. Ama, Kyle. Got all these guys in the back here. And then we finally see Murda here. It looks like he's up to P8. Might have gained a few more spots based on cuts or and whatnot. And through they go. Over the Supercross triple, see how far Murda can work his way up. It's up to 7th now, and there's the restart. All because it takes one guy 10 minutes to decide to finally join his lobby. Over halfway through the heat race, he never typed in chat. So, remember, if you do not show up for your thing, we are 16 rounds into this. Some people still don't know. Immediately type in the ARL Discord and ping Ryan saying which you did not make it into. This one was way too late, but Ryan did it. I don't know why, but he just did it. So here we go. Run this thing one more time. Everyone who didn't get a good jump is going to hope for one, and everyone that did is going to hope they get the same. But reds are up. Gate is down. Looping is Larry is Nix. That's fair. And Murda gets the whole shot this time around. Bob Billy still gets a good start in Valentine, so those guys who were up front last time, up front again. And then Murda gets a good drive through the whoop, so helped him out, even though he was already in a shift spot. Then we got Mantis, Selfie, Pibble, Jenkins, and Jace. Looks like Murda already got a second to cuts from somewhere. Don't know exactly where, but he got him. And through the whoops they go. 250s are taking the inside to just go double, either on, off, and then triple. And then double into the corner here. Then we got Twinkle, we got Mukai, Pibble, Rico, Nix, Bob Billy, Dayquil, Humbo, Jenkins, and Valentine. It looks like, Humbo and Nix go down together on the start. And through goes everyone else. All right. Moving up the road, you see Murda in P1, then you got Mantis P2, who was The guy that needed the restart for. Yeah. And we got Sifi, I don't know. Twinkle, and then we finally see Bob Billy again with Mukai, Rico, and Valentine. Rico goes down for the whoops. Now what you want, especially on the 250s, Dayquil and Nick's jumping on by him. Nick's on the inside, moves him out of the way. See Jace going down in the background, and he makes a pass on him. Rico's going to follow in pursuit, get the step off cleanly, get the triple. Dayquil losing more spots to Humbo on that elevate machine. Now we got 4 minutes to go once again for the second time. And we see Gurn back here in that P12 spot trying to move his way forward. This is a battle for P9. Valentine couldn't get it. Humbo down, Dayquil down. That's almost 3 spots for him right there. So I have to put Gurn into P10. He's 1 spot out of a transfer with Valentine ahead of him. Looks like Mukai down. Gurn, jumps into him. Goes down himself. Taking everybody with him. So Gurn had a shot at that, and then down he goes once again. So he's right there to make a pass into the final transfer spot, and unfortunately went down with all of them. Let's see, here's Rico. Nix, let's see. Humbo, Jace is the one in the final transfer spot because of Humbo's cuts. Looks like Nix is down with Valentine, and Jace is going to cut the little pole there. Valentine kind of shoved him out the way. He's going to take the inside here. And Nix is off the track over the berm. So right now I think Frederick would be in that final transfer spot. He's got an extra second to cuts. Makes the pass on Jace as he cases Supercross triple. And everyone having all sorts of problems on this 250 class through these rhythm sections. Nix jumping in the inside, absolutely punting Jace out of the way. I don't think that's enough to actually give him the... Oh, now it is. Now it's Frederick down. And we got 2 minutes remaining here in this first 250 heat race. Humbo nicks down the inside and makes a pass on him after he struggled in the whoop section. Oh, and they collide in the rhythm section. Humbo goes down. Nix goes down but gets up quick. Mukai and Jace are coming to make a pass. See if they can. Jace goes down. Actually gets taken down by Mukai. Now, let's see what he can do. Humbo looking on the inside. Mukai gets stuck on the back of him. Cuts down too much because of it. Able to stay up over the Supercross triple. Gets it cleanly. Now we got Frederick trying to get past Mukai and Humbo trying to do the same. But Mukai doesn't have any cuts compared to those two. So there is a chance. Doesn't make them happen. You see Rico down at the whoop section, going the opposite direction. Oh, and those two go down in front of Humbo. He misses the entire whoop section pretty much. So there's a chance for him to pull away, but he might get some cuts from it with Jace going down. Jenkins getting into him. Moikai, Frederick down. Dayquil barely missing him. Jace, so everyone getting a bunch of cuts and going down here. Damn. And now we get to see... You see Murda setting constant fast laps out front. He's got a 13-second gap to the rest of the field. And it looks like Nick's retired in P8. So, don't know why he did that. Might have ran out of gas, but... in a transfer spot and then retires. So now Mukai is in the final transfer spot. Dayquil is going to miss out because he has some cuts right now. And he absolutely sends Jace over the berm. Double here. Gets on off cleanly. Goes for the triple. Double in the corner. See what he can do here. Oh, it's Supercross triple. Said he's got those 3 seconds, so I don't think he has a chance at it. As he hits a tough block there. Can't get a double. Across the start straight. But it's all depending on Mukai if he makes a mistake or not. Don't know if it is white flag, so this is their last chance to get it. Maybe? Or maybe Murda's just that far ahead. I don't know. And down he goes for Dayquil. There's Frederick, Steezy, and then, yeah, Murda's just that far ahead. So these guys aren't on their last lap yet. They're trying not to get lapped. Bob Billy is... Where was he from? He was down somewhere. Alright, hold on. There's Mantis. 15 seconds down off of Murda. You see him over there. He's going to take the win here in 250 heat number 1. And then Mantis going to come across P2. P3 for Twinkle. P4 for Bob Billy. Oh, Valentine and Selfie or Selfie. Getting into it. Valentine's going to beat him across the line for P5. P6 for Selfie. 7th for Rico. Humbo going to get across the line 8th. And Mukai all alone is going to come across the line in P9. So that is all your transfers. Oh my god, there's another Talon in this bitch. Better represent, buddy. Better represent for us. Better get it done. Except you spell it wrong. Either you spell it wrong, or if you're named that, damn, your parents really hate you. Or they just want it to be pronounced correctly. And so we got TK, TJ, Reed, Linz, Lorco, Fish, Seba, Supernova, Tanner, Talon, Matt, Mater, KN, Plix, Leo, Jonesy, Chromesy, Peepa, and Meeks. Who gets a good jump? It's looking like TJ, Reed, and Fish, the teammates of Fish and Reed, but it's Talon getting the whole shot. There we go. It looks like, oh, Peepa going down. TJ going right by him along with Fish. Looks like Tanner, Jonesy, Reed is in the mix here, and he just falls all the way down to like P7. They go over the finish line jump. Reed makes a couple passes here early. He's going to jump his way into P3 ahead of Talon. As down he goes in the whoops, Tanner's going to get by him. Lynn's able to squeak his way through almost all of that. Seba gets into him. See how far up Lynn's can go, since he's the only bike we could hear here with how loud that two-stroke is. See if he could get to the main, or if it's going to be a short stream for him. But leading the way is TJ as expected. Fish, and then Reed ahead of Fish on timing and scoring because of his cuts. With Tanner right behind him. We got TK, Seba, Meeks, and Lynn. Lynn's through the loop section. Gets by Seba. Down inside trying to get by Meeks. He's going to go outside here to get the get the finish line. Meeks scrubs off the side of the track. Lynn's around the outside, going to get a drive through the whoops. Makes the pass on him. Seba looking down the inside. Thinks better of it. Now Lynn's is up to P6. With Seba trying to make some moves here. And it's TK up ahead of him and Tanner So now we gotta wait and see how far Linz can get. He's got 2 spots to go. Oh, and down goes TK. Linz barely avoids it. That's a free spot for him. He's up to P5. He's got 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to get by Tanner, as looks like Reed and Fish are battling here, but Reed's going to get on by him. Tanner just trying to hit his normal lines. We got Linz trying to move on forward, catch up to Tanner, and make the pass here. Gets a triple double in the corner through the whoops. He sees him just up ahead. Oh, mistake there for Tanner. So Linz is going to close in here with a minute 44 left to go. Through the loop section, gets cleanly. He goes middle rut to get the double. Then he goes step over, triple, triple. Back on the switchbacks. You see the 2 teammates battling up ahead over the Supercross triple. Nice fountain. Oh, and Tanner mistake on the Supercross triple. See if Linz, he's close now. Now he has a minute and a lap to be patient. If he makes it too early, Tanner will still be there to maybe make an aggressive pass on Linz to get it right on back. But over this finish line they go. There are the whoops. Linz a little quicker through him. He cuts down to get the double. Step over. Triple. He's going to triple into the corner just behind him. Can he take the line away? He does. Inside for Linz. Makes the pass into the final chance spot. Tanner thinks better of sending him and makes a mistake of his own. That might be some cuts there for him, which would help out Linz. Got 10 seconds. I think TJ is going to cross the line before time expires. He is with 5 seconds to go. Which, even if he waited, those guys would have caught him before time fully expired. So Linz in your final chance spot with TJ leading the way, Reed and Fish second and third, the teammates on that Black Rifle No Fear machine. Case triple in for Fish. He's going to go table over single, get the triple double into the corner. We see Linz and Tanner. Tanner having a single into the corner. Oh, and down he goes. I think that's going to seal it. With a lap and a half left to go for Linz. Through the loop section for Linz. Coming up to take the white flag now. Oh, and TJ's down at the end of the whoops with, it looks like, Mater a lapper. So Reed is going to close in here. Case the absolute shit out of the quad. And he might lose his position to Fish, but he does have 2 seconds to cut, so I think Reed just got to stay close. He's going to have it here, down the inside. Misses the rut completely. Oh, it's Supercross triple. Back onto the start. These guys are all going to get that double cleanly. Linz tucks inside to get the single, and then he's going to go triple double into the corner. Through the loop section, it's going to be TJ winning this 450 LCQ. Reed around the outside of his teammate. He would have had him on cuts either way, but he's going to get second. Fish third, and Linz is going to come across the line in P4 to take that final transfer position. There we go. Now I'm yep, English hard. Now that I unmuted my mic, we're good to go. Oh, boom. There we go. All right. 250 main event. Murda has a chance to take the points lead away from Kenz, since he did not show up this week. So, if he wins or gets the podium, he takes the points lead. But we will wait and see for sure if he can do that. Revs are up. Gate's getting ready to drop. See what Murda has in him. He had the pace in the heat race. Gate is down. Aaron from the left side of him gets a good jump. And he's going to take the whole shot here with Murda in tow. Murda's going to jump on by him into the early race lead. And through he goes with Ika trying to get down the inside. But Murda into the early race lead here with Adam moving into P2 here. Finally got the buddy to come out of retirement, and here he is fighting for a podium spot here with Lagan getting past him into P3. Ika and Aaron trying to battle for P4 here. On the outside they go. Adam getting the drive. Murda down at the end of the loops. Adam lagging, makes a mistake, almost gets into him, but Adam is going to get on by him. And through he goes into P2 goes Adam. Aaron trying to make a move on him down the inside. He's looking. Takes the inside rut and misses the inside rut, and Adam's going to keep on that P2 around the outside he goes. Cuts down there, and Aaron wasn't expecting it, and down he went, but Ika's going to move into P3 because of it, lagging Woodland P4 and P5 here. So Woodland getting a little caught up. Aaron just behind him, getting a little caught up through that turn, and lands on him, and down goes Aaron and Woodland. And through they go. So Zach, who is, Zach, the _1x guy, he is your P3 in points. I think he's too far back to make anything happen, of course. But he's down in that P, it looks like 16 right now. Maybe a little higher once timing scoring corrects itself. Nope, actually a little bit lower. Down in P17. Looks like Ika had some problems. So Adam's still in P2 here, but he's got 4-second gap to Murda just up ahead of him with Lagan in P3. Humbo working his way up to P4. Changed his set of gears, so now we can't see it, unlike the heat race. Love to see that. So now let's see what he can do here in that position. We got Valentine coming on through. Then Woodland just in the background a little bit. But keep an eye on this battle up front for P2. It is between Adam, Lagan, and Humbo. We'll see if Adam can hold on. It is a 7-second gap now to your leader of Murda. Oh, and Adam down in the whoop section. Went front flipping. Fortunately, that cost him his P2 spot. But now it is Humbo in that P2 with Lagan in P3. Now we got to see what they have in store. If they could catch up to Murda. Yes, he did. Because I saw it in the heat race, but now I don't see it now that we're in the main. So, but he's got Lagan of HFR right behind him. Through the whoop section, he makes a tiny mistake. And now we see Woodland of Nova here in that P4 spot. And then we see Woodland trying to make a move on Lagan here. Gets the triple on by him, double into the corner. Now they're trying to catch up to Humbo, who's just up ahead. And Murda, who's up by 8 seconds, see him down in that first rhythm going the opposite way. There's Woodland and Lagan struggling to get by. Through the loop section they go. Kind of a slow run for Lagan. It's going to lose some time to Woodland because of it. Now he loses the podium because Woodland has those 2 seconds of cuts. And that was keeping lagging in that P3 spot. Unfortunately, he lost it now. But Woodland catching up to Humbo, who doesn't have any cuts, so even if he gets by him, he won't be past him on timing and scoring. Oh, and there is Pibble down. I think that's going the opposite ways, about to be lapped. But Humbo and Woodland battle for P2. Woodland pushes him off the track, takes him down. And that is going to give him that P2 spot for sure. And he's going to miss the whole whoop section, which is going to give him some cuts. Lagging and Aaron trying to make a move on him. And Aaron gets it done over the finish line, but he has some cuts. That is going to cost him just a tiny bit. Alright. See if Lagging can remount a charge here and get back ahead of Aaron on timing and scoring. You see Humbo up here in that P3 spot. Looks like Aaron is far enough ahead of Lagging to where he has him on timing and scoring now. And across the finish line we go. Looks like actually Murda is either having problems with traffic or just not vibing with the track. Because Woodland is, he's 4 seconds on track, but it's up to about 6 on timing and scoring. Oh my god, being 6 sucks. Single, and then he's going to triple, double in here if Murda gets past him of the lapper. Oh yeah, definitely feeling it, man. It's better than it has been all week, but fuck me, man. Just the stuff he knows. So I sound... Nope. Twitch is paying me, that's about it. I get the season passes for free, though. Of the tracks. I know, right? Should have negotiated a good contract before just saying yes to this. Oh yeah, there you go, Trojan. See, now you're paying me, man. Got the whole like $3. But watching them try to work their way through the traffic. As Woodland holding on strong. Still in that P2 spot. He's slowly gaining on Murda, but that does seem to be happening because of lappers. Oh, got a little squirrely there, but he's able to save it. Through they go, get the triple. Murda down with the lappers, and that's going to cost him the lead here. Like I said, as long as he's on the podium, he'll have the points lead going into the final round. But he definitely wants more, because if Kenz shows up the final round, I mean, he's been dominant, so it looks like he'll probably end up winning it. And if he does, then Murda has to have at least a 3-point lead over him. So he wants to finish at least P2 or better, which is what he's doing right now. The more points he gains on him, the better. When it comes to the final round next week in Salt Lake City, if Kenz is able to show up. Oh, and down it goes at the end of the whoop section. Luckily, he's got a 15-second gap to P3. Gets on track just behind Twinkle the Lapper. And let's see, there we see Woodland leading the way. This would be his first one of the season. First time I have honestly seen him, unless he's running a different name than he did beginning of the year. He does have the number 40, so he definitely did good last year. But 5 minutes to go. We're only 2/3 of the way through this thing. Oh, that's HW. Ah. Makes sense. That's why I have his gear. Should have recognized by the number, but these guys have been off for the past 10 weeks, especially HW, because he got suspended from that East-West showdown. And there's he's lapping Gurn here. So now we'll see if HW, that's what I'll now call him, as Adam gets lapped, who was up here battling early for a podium. Adam, well, you know a lot about him. Represented Sweden, I think, a couple years ago for MXB's of Nations. And we got Kai here. Team Neverland with Pibble just up ahead. It's HW working through the lappers. But Murda, he's 4 seconds back on track. 2 seconds of cuts, that helps him out. There's lappers getting in his way a little bit. So it brings it down to almost 3 seconds, which makes it 1 second after the cuts are added. Oh my god, what a flurry of riders the HWS worked through, and he got through all of them. So now Murda trying to get past Gordon goes down. Don't know if there's a little bit of netcode to help there. Murda's got to stay close. Gets within 2. Oh, and he got a second of cuts there. So now he has to gain 2 seconds. Oh, over the bars. He goes through the whoop section with the 2 lappers ahead of him. They had nothing to do with it, but just a mistake from Murda. Oh my god. Jumbo, where's Humble even at? There's Humbo. I would be more inclined to watch him if he kept his gear on. Don't know how I got a hype train from just 1 sub. But he's battling. Never mind, Kyle's a lapper. So he's kind of in no man's land. He's got 7 seconds up the front. Alright, let's see. There's Nico. For once, did not send in his gear. Reed, buddy, you were in the LCQ, my guy. Got no room to talk. You choked away a P3 in points. And there's HW. Oh, we see Mantis. Guy that got the restart in the first heat race. In P13. And then there's Zach, your P3 in points. Getting lapped. Don't know what happened to him. That was Moza. Is what he went by in the earlier rounds. Let's see, there's Wolf Slayer, the Yamaha guy sticking it out. P9 right now. Then got HW lapping Bob Billy with a minute left here. So see if he can finish strong here in the 250 main. He's got 2 laps to go here. Goddamn, everyone wants to get their name on there with following. Yeah, you got to be a special kind of person to do that. I mean, it happens a lot in these games. There's guys that can just run one heater and then they try to run that the whole main event and you just crash every other lap. I, for one, was never a really good qualifier. Yeah, Murda will be the points leader. He was 19 down coming into this, and he'll gain 22 points, so have a 3-point lead over Kenz going into Salt Lake City next week. I guess, dude. He's fucking. Yeah, he's out drinking with girls, bro. He let the being the points leader get to him. It's all in his head now. Bro's having a real life. He's not on a video game. He's having a social life instead of being a bunch of introverts like the rest of us. It's HW looking to get the victory here. He's got 2 more sections to go. And through he goes. He's going to get the victory here. I think it's his first one of the season. Finally comes around in Denver. Being a close contender for that podium in the points. Could not get it done. But big story of the night. Murda coming around. You know, he kept it close just enough to not get it wrapped up. And through he comes to get a P2 and take the points lead by 3 points. And then, let's see here, there is Aaron coming across the line in P3. Holy fuck. Yeah, that's fair. Dude, NA fucking sucks to try to qualify, honestly. Like, fucking, you gotta download the track when it drops. Grind that. I only played for like 2 hours or like an hour to learn the track. I'd stop, get on like an hour before quality, then somehow fucking mid my way to the motos. Because I didn't do Supercross. Fuck Supercross on this game. And there is the finishing order. So you see them all along the left side. HW, Murda, Aaron, Nico, P4 somehow. Damn, good for Nico. Good for Nico. Humbo, Valentine, Lagan, Ika, Waffle Slayer, Bob Billy, Mantis, Zach, Selfie, RW, Gurn, Mukai, Adam, Kyle, Twinkle, Tricky, Pibble, and Rico retired. That's fair. Alright, 4th main event here. We got Neon, Doran Merritt, Boy, Jake, Callum, JS7, Breezy, Miles, Vendrami, Aiden, Dark, Panda, Cam, Pumbaa, Cleoxy, Davey, Dizzle, Trojan, TJ Reed, Linz, and Fish. So Linz all the way on the outside. We got Cam on the 2-stroke. And, Callum's not. He's just on the Husky. Alright. See if we could get started here, boys. Revs are up. Gates down. There's a chance for Cam to clinch tonight. He's, just got to get 18th or better, and he'll get some points. Get enough. Through the first turn, it is Neon with the whole shot. And through loops, they go with Cam and P2 on the 2-stroke. Getting it done. Cam jumping on by. Into the lead he goes. Cross the line first is going to be Cam, followed by Neon. Then we got Boy and Breezy. These two were battling last week for the win. And Neon barely lost out at the end of it with some lappers in pursuit. So we'll see if he could recapitalize this week. Going through this rhythm here. Hold on, let me get everything set up. Boom. And then through they go. Over over the double. Cam gets it cleanly. Neon goes for the triple double in the corner. Through the whoops they go. Into the sand section. Over the Supercross finish. So, Neon keeping it close, putting the pressure on Cam. See if he could hold on there on that two-stroke. Oh, case for him. Oh, and they kind of collide midair, but Neon's going to jump on by him. He has a second to cut, so in the lead he goes, but there's a chance that Cam just has to stay close and he could get this thing done by the end of it. Almost slides out there, getting back on the start. Gets the Supercross triple cleanly. And then around the outside he goes to get the double across the start. Gets that one cleanly. And then gets the quad. Breezy goes for the triple. Oh boy, first time I've seen Breezy. I mean, I think I saw him last week, but first time I've seen him up front here. Then you got Linz in that P5 spot, right behind these two, the teammates. So those two are battling. Yeah, Boy trying to get another podium after a win a couple weeks ago. Over the bars he goes in the whoop, so he's going to lose a spot to Linz. Now Linz trying to close in on Breezy, but Linz does have a second of cuts just like Boy did. Through they go. Over the Supercross triple. Ooh. Cutting it close there. Breezy could not get the double over the start. So Linz trying to make the pass on him. Through the whoops they go, though. Into the stand section around the final corner. Boy down the inside trying to make a move on Linz. He has another second of cuts added to him, though, so he doesn't have him on timing and scoring. Woo, my voice. There we go. All of them getting the step over cleanly. But it's still Neon leading out front with Cam just keeping it close. Linz gets by both of them. Or sorry, gets by Boy with Jake closing on in. He's going to get by both of them because of cuts. Oh, yeah. Oh, and it looks like Breezy case Supercross triple. Now Linz is just in an Element FXR sandwich here. Oh! As Boy and Jake together just send Linz off the track. As Cam looks to be have taken the lead over Neon, who made a mistake. Step over, case the triple. And now Cam is going to have even more time. Especially with Neon having those 2 seconds cuts, bumps it up to now 4 seconds behind. But Cam made a mistake of his own. Linz Davey on the two-stroke. Hey, good for him. Another two-stroke. A bunch of two-strokes showing out tonight. And we got Cleoxy here. So, Linz avoided 2 of the Element FXR boys, but then he's got one behind him. Never mind. He decides he doesn't want to take the turn anymore. Is Element FXR the new Star Yamaha? It seems like they got a bunch of riders in here. Linz makes a tiny mistake, missing the rut there. Go up ahead, see if there's any fighting going on, other than it looks like Neon closing in on Cam, making a tiny mistake in that corner, though. Oh, got a little loose going up the face of the triple. Just doing the consistent lines for Neon. Keeping an eye on this, seeing if any mistakes happen from Cam. That's what it looks like Neon is going to need here. We got 14 minutes to go. So looks like Boy gets past Breezy here in the P3. With Jake following closely. Looks like Panda retired. Jake trying to make a move. So now it's Neon that's in an Element FXR sandwich. His Boy is getting by him. But Neon shuts the door right back on him. Oh, gets a little square in the loops. Boy's going to get by him through the loop section. Jake trying to jump by on the inside. Makes the pass. Into P2 he goes. Because of the cuts from Boy. Oh, but over the bars it goes in the loop section, and Neon's going to get right on by him. With Breezy moving on through as well. And now Lynn's right behind Jake on track. Over the Supercross triple they go. Go through the whoops. Just keeping it. It's all kind of starting to spread out now. Not too many battles. See, so there's Cam, and then you got Boy through the whoops, Neon right behind him. Then you got the teammates of Breezy and Jake. Is Jake looking down the inside of him? Trying to make pass side by side through the rhythm. Breezy going to get the triple. Jake cannot. And now Linz is going to try to jump on by him. Around the outside he goes. Makes the pass. On track, but because of the cuts, he does not have enough timing and scoring. Oh, and Boy's over the bars going the opposite way, so Neon's going to get by him. And this is now ahead of Jake. Somebody was bouncing through there. That was Cleoxy. Trojan and TJ going to get by him. Well, in about 5 minutes, Reed has gone from P16 all the way up to P14. So by the end of this, he should be up to P12. Maybe P10. Lynn's getting stuck in the tough blocks after the loops, so Jake's going to close in to be back ahead of him on timing and scoring. Fuck me. But through the switchbacks. And through the rhythm they go. Jake not able to make a move on him. Said though has him on time and scoring through the whoops. Better drive. He goes down the left-hand side. Right on by him. Into that P4 on track. Through he goes. Lynn's struggling through the rhythm section. Neon trying to keep close with Cam, but Cam is 6 seconds up the road. Makes about 8. After timing and scoring, it's down about 7.6. With Boy just behind him. He goes off the track. I saw that just out of the corner of my eye, but Cam off the track trying to get around Dark as a lapper. Neon's going to go to the lead, and Boy right behind him. So now we have a battle on our hands here for the win. Neon trying to get his 2nd, and Cam trying to get his 9th. Feels wrong. I think it might be his 10th, actually. Over the Supercross triple they go. All right. Don't count affect last week's win, so yeah. Oh yeah, going for the getting the championship with Kenz missing 2 rounds. Got a 3-point lead going into the final one. Oh my god, Cam and Neon both mistakes there. There's got to be like a notch or something here, because these guys are just stopping here and then cutting down or like sliding out there. I don't know why, but it seems to be happening to these two a lot. But over the finish line they go. Cam has a second of cuts now, so now Neon just needs a 1 second lead to get it done. See Dizzle going a lap down there. Oh my god, and Neon sliding out at the end of the loop section. And Jake is going to get on by him. He has no cuts here. See if he could get in there and get his 3rd win of the season. 3 seconds down off of Cam. It's 2 seconds with the cuts. So see if he can get it done. See Dizzle just up the road, and then you got Cam just ahead of him. Cam through the whoops with some lappers. Over the finish line. Did not get any more cuts. Jake, nor did Neon. And then Lanes is actually closing in here, so on track at least, the top 4 within 6 seconds. Sorry, it is as well, because now that Cam has that second of cuts. But lappers all throughout this rhythm section here. Dark going to inside. Try to let him through. Backs out of it. Oh, and it looks like Jake is close enough now for the lead. And Cam mistakes cost him the lead. And now Jake is up there. No, second lead because of the cuts. With 6 minutes remaining. So things are getting feisty here. With even Lynn's catching back up here in P4. So we got Jake, Cam, Neon, and Lynn's just a little bit behind him. Through the chicanes or switchbacks. I got Trojan up to P5. Man, he's really moving, getting past Boy there. We'll see how far up he could get. But Jake leading the way. Looks like Neon trying to make a move on Cam here. Through the whoop section. Into the sand. Jake's trying to lap Fish. Fish lets him go. Oh, Neon getting a little squirrely through the whoops. He's able to save it. Could have been that code that was showing that. And they got Pumbaa and Fish just up ahead. Both take the inside line. Let them all have the outside. Fish tried to cut in to let him go, and oh, it is Pumbaa did not see Neon, so Neon has to check up. Cam's going to take the inside from him. So just unfortunate for Neon, wrong place, wrong time. And then there's Linz with Boy and Trojan right behind him for P4. Up here, then you still got Jake. Cam has 2 seconds. Neon has 2 seconds as well. So it's a chance for Neon to get past Cam. But Jake's still one of the few that don't have cuts. It's only him, Callum, and Aiden are the only 3 without any cuts. Through the whoop section here. Go back to Lynn's struggling a little bit there, but then we got Boy, Trojan, lost some time there. Through this first set of whoops. With Neon close to Cam here. Couldn't get the triple though. But we will see there's Jake going the other way. Miles moving to the side, let them all through. Boy getting by Fish. If Linz is within a second of these two, he could get a P2 out of this. With 2 minutes remaining. Going from LCQ to P2 is a possibility. Oh, and Jake is stuck on Dark, who then just retires like that. And Jake is high-sided on the rut. Retire quicker than that, buddy, or just get going and off the track and then retire. As Jake, I think he might have clipped Linz because of the net code, and over the bars he went. So just like that, Jake went from leading to now P5. Oh, maybe even further down as TJ and Troy get into it in the background. And now Jake is behind Trojan, who I think that's all the way down to P5, I do believe. Maybe P6. Yeah, P6. As looks like Linz had some problems, so Boy is ahead of him. So it is a Cam and Neon fight just like last week in Philly. Couldn't get the step over cleanly, cased it. So did Cam though, so give them the chance. See Reed flipping in the background. Neon going for his second win and Cam going for his 10th. With Boy right behind him with 1 more second of cuts. But Neon closing in here. They got 2 laps to go. His time is not going to expire before they get there. Through the whoop section. 2 laps to go here in Denver. You see Reed just up ahead, about to get lapped. Gets the triple cleanly here in the rhythm section. And then here we go over the Supercross triple. Neon scrubs to stay lower. He's right behind Cam, both taking the inside now. The outside's 2 clapped to even make the double. Neon mistakes, shot out to the right hand side. Through the whoop section, coming up to take the white flag here. Neon a little bit better drive. Cam, tiny mistake. Neon trying to shoot up the inside. White flag, 1 more lap to go in Denver with Cam leading the way on the 2-stroke. Neon, Reed gets out of the way. Both of them kind of had to make evasive maneuvers to get on by him. Neon has to follow him through the rim section. Goes for the double. Then they got the step over. Get it cleanly. Neon has to go double. That's going to give Cam a bit of leeway here and a shot to hold on here to get his 10th win of the season. Through the switchbacks. Got the Supercross triple. Gets it cleanly. Neon does. He's trying to close back in on him. Down the inside. Cleoxy down. So you have any lapper trouble like last week? Kind of gets in the way of Cam. Through the whoop section. Cuts over on the right side. Through the sand. We'll see if Neon goes for it. He can't, but right here, Cam is going to get his 10th win of the season. Neon P2, but that also gives Cam the title for your 2026 ARL 450 Supercross Championship. It's going to go to Cam. Boy getting P3. Linz is going to come across the line P4. P5 for Jake. 6th for Trojan. 7th for TJ. I think this is the closest race we've had. 7 riders within 12 seconds of each other crossing the line. Dizzle a lap down in P17. And you have Fish. And then Aiden crossing the line in P8. Callum P9, the only two without cuts. 10th for Davey on the 2-stroke. And Dorian Merritt crossing the line P11. And so on and so forth. And just like that, I was going to conclude Denver, but we have 2 championships wrapped up now. We had Brad taking the 250 East last week, and then we have Cam taking the 450 class this week. One more title to go heading into Salt Lake City, which is going to be Kenz versus Murda. If Kenz shows up, he is 3 points down off of Murda, so if he gets the win, he will take it having more wins than Murda at 6 and Murda having 0, so that is what to look forward to next week. Thank you guys so much for showing out. I'm going to go take a bunch of medicine to feel better for next week, hopefully. But until then, thank you guys so much. I will see you all then. Peace out and good luck to all you NA guys.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight.